Welcome back, everybody. We are gearing up. We got the camper pretty much loaded, and we're gearing up for another short weekend in somewhere, Ozarks, Ouachita's. I don't know where we're going. That's what we're here to decide. We got our map out, and we're gonna figure out where we're going. The kids, we mentioned in the last video that we were gonna have the kids plan a trip. So they made all their lists of food and stuff that we need. So we've got all the stuff, and we'll go through that on the trip and show you what all they picked out. And we got most of the stuff loaded up in the camper. There might be a few more things we need, but we're about ready to go. And so we're gonna look at the map and figure out where we're gonna go. So, do we wanna go?
That hurts.
Yes. Do we wanna go to, where do we wanna camp? Do we wanna camp by a creek? Do we wanna camp by a lake? Do we wanna camp just in the woods? So we're making some progress. We have narrowed it down to going to a lake, and we need to take a canoe. We don't know what lake yet. So we've eliminated creeks from the equation, and we're down to lakes. So that narrows down our options. All right, they finally decided. They wanted a lake, and I gave them
Mountain Lake.
a bunch of the options, and they decided they wanted the biggest lake of the options, and that was Blue Mountain Lake, which we have not camped at. So looks like we're headed to Blue Mountain Lake, and we need to get a canoe. Let's go pick a canoe.
Okay, I know.
Silver one? Okay, no more chanting. No more chanting, now I mean it. All right, which one? That one?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
we'll take that one. Well, we got the canoe loaded up. I think we got everything ready to go. Camper, canoe, tent, food. About to get all the kids loaded up, and we'll head that way. So, take us a little bit to get there, but it's not too bad. So, time to head to Blue Mountain Lake. We have made it to the park just as the sun is about to go down, and it's just gorgeous. So we're gonna see if we can find a camp spot and go get set up. All right, we've got our campsite. We get disconnected. There's still a little bit of the sunset over there. It's absolutely beautiful. There's a couple sites that have really good views of that, but ours only has a little bit. It's kind of over the hill from us. But it's getting dark, obviously, pretty fast. So we gotta get camp set up and get some food cooking. Well, we're getting some supper fixed up. The kids decided on hot dogs for tonight, so we are, you can see it there, cooking up some hot dogs and sausages in the skillet. Fast and easy, like we've done many, many times, but kids like it, and it gets the job done. So we're gonna eat some supper. This one is very hungry. Yeah, and he's letting us know about it. But still got a lot to set up at camp. Still need to put the tent up and everything, but trying to get some food, make people happy. Good morning. It is a beautiful morning. That mountain over there is just gorgeous. The lake is really pretty. And that over there is Mount Magazine. It's the first time we've been to this lake. We've been to Mount Magazine and seen it. Been wanting to come here for a long time, and we're finally here. But it's definitely a fishing lake. Been hearing boats take off all morning. There's a lot of people out here fishing. Not many people camping, but a lot of people fishing. So it's a pretty lake. But we're gonna, Sarah's getting breakfast started right now, and we're gonna eat some breakfast. I think the kids picked bacon and eggs and biscuits. So we're gonna have some breakfast, and then I think I'm gonna try to take some of the kids out in the canoe, and we'll see if we can do a little fishing. We probably won't have a whole lot of luck because multiple kids in a canoe with fishing poles doesn't usually turn into a lot of luck fishing, but they really like to go and to try. So that's what we're gonna do. They've been wanting to go fishing for a long time, so we just hadn't had a chance. It's been a long time since we've been at a campground too. It feels weird. It's different camping at a campground versus out in the woods somewhere. And we prefer the primitive stuff. It's something about it. It's very different. But we're having a good time. We're gonna enjoy some breakfast. Temperature this morning is amazing. Last night's perfect camping weather. So we're gonna have some breakfast and see if we can go maybe catch fish. If nothing else, have some fun. We got some biscuits done and the bacon's almost done. We'll cook up some eggs, but we got some blackberry peach homemade jelly and some peach nectarine homemade jelly. These are jellies we made a couple years ago, actually. They're getting kind of old, but we have that on some biscuits. Sound good?
Yep. I want honey and
Okay.
we got rock.
All right, we're gonna head out onto the lake and see what happens. I got the two oldest boys with me, so we're gonna give them a turn first. Just gotta get the canoe in the water.
It's kind of hard to get back Get Daddy to go. Yeah, he's strong. Yep, he's strong.
Well, we're out here a little ways. We're gonna see if we can catch any fish. The wind's blowing us into the bank. Good one, Giddy. Reel it in.
I hope I catch him. I hope I got a fish. Oh. Giddy, yours is tangled up.
We've got some work to do on paddling technique and fishing as well. We didn't catch anything, but it is kind of early in the year and we don't exactly know what we're doing, and I'm not really good at fishing, period, but I'm a lot better at fishing when it's warm and they're up on the bank and stuff like that. But the boys got some good casting practice in. we're gonna head back and give the other couple kids a turn out here. So we're gonna work our way back. We've got crew number 2. And we're gonna paddle out to a different spot and see if we have any better luck over here. I don't know. We'll see. It's worth a shot. Eliezer's quite excited to get to come out here. So is Karen. We'll see what happens. Karen has 7 stitches in her finger right now from a little accident. So that's healing, so she's having to be careful with that. But as is life with kids sometimes. Well, we've decided there are no fish in the lake. It's definitely not a lack of skill or anything like that. There's just no fish in this lake. Though you'd think, looking around, there'd be fish out here. Anyway, it's a pretty lake. It's kind of muddied up right now, I think. I think it would usually be cleaner than it is, but we're going to work our way back. Eliezer's getting tired of being out here. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit more, so we're going to work our way back to camp. What?
Nice.
Alright, got the canoe loaded back up. We're gonna head back up to camp. Didn't catch any fish today, but we'll be back another time. Still a beautiful lake. You can see that's Magazine right there, but it's in the clouds because it's up so high. So good practice for the kids. They enjoyed it. They would rather catch some fish. We'll come back next time. We'll be a little more prepared with some better bait and such, and we'll catch some fish. Man, it's a pretty lake though. And today is just beautiful, even though it's gonna rain here in a little bit. So we're gonna have to get camp packed up before it gets soaking wet. She's the only one of us that gets a really good night's sleep and day sleep. This is how camping is supposed to be done. Naps. Sarah's taking the kids down to the playground to play for a little bit. She's got most of the kitchen area cleaned up. I'm just gonna start packing up the tents and everything before it starts raining, and then we'll probably head out and go do some exploring of some roads and stuff. So time to get the tent, bathroom, all this stuff, start getting it packed up. We are heading out, got everything packed up. So that mountain right there, I think is Potato Mountain, and one of those over there is Petit Mountain. Not Petit State Park, but another Petit Mountain. Petit River runs through this lake and on down. So that is the Ouachita National Forest you see right there. And then over here, that is Mount Magazine, and that is in the Ozark National Forest. So this is like one of the closest points where the Ouachita and Ozark National Forests are really close together. So I think we are going to head that direction to the Ouachitas and try to get around that mountain or that mountain. And we're just gonna see what we can find. We're gonna explore around the lake a little bit, drive around, and then head up that way. It's supposed to rain at some point, so we'll see what the weather does, but we're just gonna go explore. Officially in the Ouachita National Forest now, and it's starting to sprinkle a little bit, so it looks like we left out right about the right time to avoid all our stuff getting soaking wet and having to pack up in the rain. So we're going to work our way up in here. This kind of reminds me of the Forked Mountain area, the way Forked Mountain just looms up there. The Potato Hill Mountain here and Petit Mountain and this other mountain have all kind of been just looming as we've been coming into the Ouachita. So pretty cool area. Definitely feels like the Ouachita National Forest. We've been climbing for a while now, and we just are getting into the clouds, and we're about to get into it more right up there. So we're kind of losing our visibility, which is unfortunate, because I'm pretty sure right here would be an incredible view if it weren't for the clouds. So, but Suburban's running good. We just pulled a long, fairly not super steep, but a long hill. So nothing's getting hot or anything, so that's great. We're gonna keep going on up. We got a little bit further to go before we're on top of the hill. Unfortunately, doesn't look like we're gonna have good visibility, but we'll see what's up here, and we'll probably come back another time when it's clear so we can see what all we can see out through here. We found a nice little camp spot out here. First one we've come across. Nice and cozy out here up closer to the top of the hill, just nestled in the woods. So we'll mark this one on Gaia. That'll be available on Patreon if you're a Patreon follower. But yeah, this will be a good one. We're gonna go a little further. We may come back and eat lunch here, but I think we're gonna try to go up and see if there's a spot at the very top of the mountain first. Not very far from there at all. Well, I've made it to the very top of the mountain. The road doesn't quite come all the way up here. A little bit of a letdown. I was hoping for a cool camp spot or something, but there's just a pile of rocks and a bunch of daffodils over here. Pretty sure at some point there was something here, probably a fire watch tower or something back in the day. So there's a few stone things. Definitely makes me think something was here. Whatever it was is like a fire ring of some sort. Whatever used to be here, I guess, is long gone. Well, since there wasn't anything up there at the top of the mountain, we're back at this little camp spot, and we're just gonna have some lunch. The kids chose peanut butter and honey sandwiches, so we're gonna have some peanut butter and honey sandwiches, have some lunch, and then move on. We have a loaf of homemade bread, some peanut butter, and some honey. So get some sandwiches made. This boy is hangry and dirty. Look at your messy face. Very grouchy little boy because he's very hungry. Even though he already had a banana, he wants things he can't have yet. Life is tough when you're one. Very tough. We got a little fire going on over here because it's a little chilly up here, and we're gonna be here for a while. So we decided just go ahead and start a fire. We're just gonna relax here for a while and eat some lunch. So it's a very nice day. It's just foggy.
It's the most low catch on fire. I have to blow it out. And also
yeah, mine just caught on fire. That's why I just took it off.
The kids had said we needed to have s'mores. A lot of times we don't have s'mores on camping trips because they're so messy, but they wanted to have s'mores. So we got them s'more stuff. Well, have we done everything y'all wanted to do on the trip? No?
We wanted to use every single thing.
I don't think we'll get to use all the food.
Not all the food. We wanted to at least catch one fish.
Yeah, we didn't catch any fish. We get to ride bikes. We did get to go fishing. We just didn't catch any.
It's on fire. Blow it out.
Still on fire. You gotta blow it out.
Get closer to it. It burns more.
All right, it's out.
Well, it's good, Kitty. It's good.
It's on fire, Giddy. It's really on fire. It's still on fire. It's burning. All right, you gonna eat it? Ew. Oh, that's gross. It won't come off without making a mess. There you go. There's part of it. The rest is still on the stick. I have great dislike for the person that invented the marshmallow, and an equal dislike for the person that thought of making s'mores at camp. Whoever did that hated people with small children. I'm sure of that.
It's a win.
Can you keep it for fishing?
I don't think we're gonna be able to fish anymore today.
No, for summer.
All right, we are packed up from lunch, and we're gonna head on down the road and see where else we can get to today. We just found another nice camp spot. This one is right by a creek. We'll have to come back to this one. This is one of those pretty cool spots. It's not a huge creek, but there's a creek down here regardless, so this will be a good one. We'll be marking it on our maps and falling in the creek. Yeah, this is a good spot. I wonder what this is for. Cool, I like it. This is right by the road. This creek runs through here. Some really cool rock formations. There's part of a bluff line right there. Looks really cool. I think we're gonna have to come back and camp in this area and explore and hike some, because it's looking like a really neat area. So we stopped off here at Jack Creek Recreation Area, and there's some little bathhouses, little fire deal, picnic tables, a few primitive camp spots. I don't know how much they cost, a few dollars, I'm sure. Neat little pavilion here, big grill. This is a really neat place. I never knew this existed. Just happened to see it on the map, and we're like, hey, let's go over there. And it's just a Forest Service recreation area. There's some of these are really neat, and this one is definitely one of them. I mean, look at this. I'm sure this place is very popular in the summer because it looks like a fabulous swimming hole. Really cool. So we may just have to come back sometime when it's warmer and check it out. In other words, you can jump, it just may be hazardous. This is cool. I like it. Well, we will be back. have left cold. We have left the Ouachita National Forest, and so I think we're headed pretty much straight home. We just had a lot of rural Arkansas countryside to go through, which is also very pretty. Just seeing the countryside through a lot of Arkansas is really pretty country. So we're gonna slowly work our way home on all the back roads.